time to get a little fix, right?
A little bit.
A little bit. Not a big fix.
Just a small fix.
Just a small fix. Guys, we are talking fixed blade knives all under 8 inches today. Do you know what time it is?
It's Guys Talk Knives time.
It is. It's time for Guys Talk Knives. I always laugh right at the beginning of that.
I know, because I'm funny.
Funny looking.
Oh,
snap. Would you
Crack
carry
a
a
pop.
fixed blade knife?
Of course I would.
Really?
Yeah, because that'd be like immediate dagger time.
I've often thought that I would, but I've never actually carried a fixed blade. I guess working in an office setting like we do. I mean, we are at Smoky Mountain Knife Works, but
I gotta get a little more adventurous.
I could. Any one of these two we could carry because they're all under 8 inches today.
Mm-hmm.
There's one special one we're going to look at the very end, which is kind of fun.
Believe I spot it.
It is. It's hiding way over there, and we're going to hold it off till the very end. Guys, in case you don't know, this is Guys Talk Knives, sponsored by Smoky Mountain Knife Works, smkw.com, the world's largest knife store. That is Swags.
Hey, guys.
I'm Andy. Melina's over here, and John is in the studio, and Jason's taking a break.
He didn't like me. He didn't want to work with me.
It was supposed to be 3 across again today, and he just...
Heart.
Yeah.
I know, right? I can't believe he
forget
do
him.
like that.
We're gonna have a good time today.
Of course.
We're gonna have a good time today. Let's jump into this right away and show you some knives. We're gonna start off with the Buck Pursuit, the small hunter. I love this sheath. Is that not pretty?
That's my word. That is pretty.
And she's probably mad at me for saying pretty because I make her stop saying pretty on a regular basis. But no, I think that is a very modern looking, very nice. It's a pretty sheath.
Look, hold it up closer. It matches my outfit.
It does. It does. We are matched up to Swags today.
Hello.
Has the nice belt sheath on it, but this is a great little small hunting knife. I'm going to hold it down here so everybody can see it. And why don't you go ahead and run the specs on that for us and tell us what we're looking at.
So it's a 3.75 inch, 420 HC stainless steel blade. It's got jimping throughout. It's full tang, GFN, and VersaFlex handle. It's also got the lanyard hole. Mm-hmm. And what we all obviously love, the green trimmed and black leather sheath. Or it's not a leather sheath, it's just...
That's nylon. It's a ballistic nylon sheath, yeah.
Nice. And it's 1/8 of an inch thickness. It's 8 inches overall, and it's made in the U.S.
Yes, this is a made in the USA buck. It is one of their small hunters. I'm going to hold it back up here. I like the jimping details on this thing. So you've got jimping back here where your thumb could be back on it. And you've also got jimping here where if you're cutting...
Like carving or something?
Yeah. So,
okay.
Like skinning. Yeah. Yeah, I knew you were going to do that. See, I avoided it for you and you jumped right on it. But yeah, that is that. I love that the tang goes all the way to the end. So this whole piece is one complete portion of construction. And you can see that hole there, you can see the tang on the inside.
I dig it.
Would you carry this one?
Of course. It matches my outfit. What do you mean?
It matches your outfit. Do you know what's funny about that? When you say that, you said it matches your outfit. Now, we ask people online all the time. We ask them, how do you pick your knife? What do you do? How do you decide what your everyday carry is going to be? How do you rotate those out? And these guys have like tons of knives, so they're choosing on a regular basis. The one thing that we get over and over and over again is they pick by what they're going to wear.
I don't blame them. I mean, could you? You know what? It's really hard for me to say that because I'm still carrying my blue little Kershaw right now, and I'm wearing green, and that's like a no-no in the fashion world, but that's okay because I still like my knife.
So this one would match you. What's the price point on this one? Yeah, I'll take
it's
it back.
$45.
That's not bad at all.
That's not bad at all.
Not bad whatsoever for a little buck small
today.
hunter. They also come, there's also a large hunter as well that is just a slightly bigger version of this, but I like this. It's made in the USA from Buck, comes with the sheath. Pick it up, $45. What's next? And we go to Mr.
LT Wright.
LT Wright. Yes. Guys, we haven't shown any LT Wright on the show yet. You got to handle some LT Wright for Swags Reports.
Yes, I did.
And I think we're going to do some live stuff on it. We're carrying a whole line of LT Wright stuff now. Made in the USA. If you're not familiar with this brand, you want to get into it. And I'm going to tell you, I love this Bushcrafter HC.
Oh, I know. I've been hearing you talk about it.
It's got the dangler. This thing is like the perfect, to me, if you're listening on the podcast, this thing to me is the perfect bushcraft knife. It is the right size. It is the right shape. It is very traditional looking, and it's got that awesome patina on it. I'm going to hold it down here so everybody on the show can see, and run some specs for us. Just take your time and get on through that.
All right. It's a 4-inch, 1075 high carbon steel drop.
Don't take that much time with it.
Oh my gosh. Let me do it again. It's a 4-inch, 1075 high carbon steel drop point blade. It's got the 2-step patina, which you said was...
Yeah, it's really cool. So in the factory, what they're going to do to patina this knife, apparently after they've done all the stuff to it, they're going to take cider vinegar, and they're going to do a treatment to it first. And then LT Wright and the guys in the factory, they take the mustard, and they put it individually on each one of these. So when you look at this thing, it's got a natural protective patina in it, and every one of these knives is going to be different. Yeah,
it's definitely really cool. Did you know that mustard actually stops blisters too?
Mustard stops blisters. So it
stops it from hurting.
It taints your knife and helps your blisters.
I learned it in biology.
Nice. Well, if they told you in biology.
The only thing that I remember from school.
So hit the rest of the specs on this. I'm going to go back down here.
It's also got the Micarta handles. The lanyard hole. A leather dangler sheath that you love so much.
I do. I just like saying dangler.
It's 8.25 inches overall, and it's also made in the U.S.
Yeah, LT Wright, made in the USA. I like this knife because of its traditional looks. I love the patina on it. You're going to get a different knife with every one of these. Double rivets and the lanyard hole means this handle's not going anywhere. Feel that, though. Feel how comfortable that is.
Would you look at that? It also matches my outfit.
Wow. So the one thing that I would say about that, and a lot of times when you get canvas micarta like that, it feels rough in your hand. Does that one feel rough?
No, this is so smooth.
And it feels very contoured when you hold it.
To your hand. Like,
yes.
Your index finger fits perfectly right there. You got a really good grip on it.
Somebody on this knife was really paying attention, and that tells you the craftsmanship that they have at LT Wright. Yeah, that's really pretty, isn't it?
It's a little shed on it.
Yeah, now we can show it.
Cute.
Look here, we'll hold it down here. So there's a little bitty shack or shed.
I love
and it's their tang stamp from LT Wright. No, it's pretty. This knife, how much is this one going to run?
That one runs for $105.
$105. $105 for the LT Wright. Guys, go on the site. Go on smkw.com and explore this brand. You can put a fire steel right here in this dangler sheath.
I think I would just put my fluffy pink pencil in it.
That's when she gets the good 12-point buck. She takes the fluffy pin out and goes, I got it. I got it.
You know you can see me doing it.
I totally could.
Here's my question, though. So with a dangler sheath, does that, do you like that better than a sheath that's right on the belt?
No, that is an awesome question. Okay, for a hunting knife, think about how much when you're out in the field that you are standing up and sitting down and getting down by the fire and all of that stuff. So when you have a sheath that locks into its spot, you get this thing happening all the time.
And so you're going to mess up the bottom of the sheath as well sitting down.
Right, and you may pop it off, right? So if I get down and I've only got it here, I might pop it off. But what if with a dangler sheath?
It's got room to move.
If I sit down, it's going like this.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's why those were so popular, right? If you really wanted to tie it into a leg, no, dangler is the way. I like the word dangler. That's why I like them so much. But no, you could tie this in if you really wanted to. You could tie it to your leg and keep it. You could go full Han Solo, right? Yes.
We did one where we tied to my leg.
Yes, we absolutely did. I think it was an Essie we did that with.
Yes, but it was actually instead of tied to my leg, it was tied to my knee.
Yeah, because your legs are short. It is what it is. $105 for this LT Wright. If you don't know this brand, go check it out. I'm telling you, there's some really cool stuff there. Look for the Swags reports on Little Great Plainsman, wasn't it?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. No, nice stuff there from them. We got one more before the break. We're going to hit I love just saying this name. Say this name. What is it called?
The Condor Unagi.
Unagi. I like that she makes it Japanese just instantly. Unagi. This is a little neck knife, guys. How long was it overall?
It was 6 inches overall.
It's just 6 inches overall. This is just a little baby knife. If you're listening on the podcast, guys, this has a very Asian feel to it, and I think that's why they're calling it an unagi. Condor makes some brilliant, brilliant stuff. You've got the upswept blade, just barely. It's a Micarta handle, right?
Yes.
Hit the specs. I'm just going to ramble through them and mess it up the whole time if you just don't do it.
So it's a 2.5-inch hand-forged 1075 carbon steel drop point blade. It's the black Micarta handles, but it's got the full tang construction, a lanyard hole. It's 1/8 of an inch thick, and it's got the black kydex sheath.
Right. These actually have barrel rivets on them. And the barrel rivets are going to let me lash this however I want. See that? The holes go all the way through.
Oh.
Yes, nice
cool.
little barrel rivets there. It has a 90-degree spine. So
did you say so you can strike flint on it?
Yeah, so you could use a fire steel and start a fire with this thing rather easy and not have to dull up your blade. Check this out. I'm going to put it down here so you guys can see it. Do you see this little, it's almost a tanto. Do you see that extra grind point right there? It almost comes to a corner. I like this little knife. I think Condor is just making some amazing stuff. I can't see wearing it around your neck. If you dig a neck knife, all good with it.
You know, I got a girlfriend that wears the 3 neck knives, like every day under her shirt, every single day. And I'll be like, hey, man, I got to get this tag off. Come here. And whoa. You need to calm down there.
That's hilarious. No, I can't imagine it wearing like that. Maybe your friend would wear it or you would wear it.
She'd love it.
But it does come with a really great kydex sheath from Condor. So what's that? What was the price point on this one?
The price point on that one was $64.
64? That's not bad.
Not at all for a nice little neck knife.
No, and especially one that obviously has this kind of craftsmanship in it. I like this one.
And it's called a unagi.
I would like to take this little thing that comes with it off and probably lash this to a pack or to my belt or that kind of thing. You could even do that as horizontal carry. That thing right in the small of on your belt, no one would even know it was there. Not until you're standing in the police station. I didn't know I had it. I promise. I did not know I had it. She's got 3 on her neck.
You know, I got not pulled over, but I was in the mountains.
Drinking and driving again.
Right? I was not. It was one time. I'm just kidding. I don't ever do that. But I was in the mountains, and we had an officer stop us because we were lost because I dropped my keys in a waterfall, and I couldn't get in the car
remember
anymore.
that. She FaceTimed me to show me this proof that she was literally stuck in the middle of the mountains waiting for somebody.
The officer picks up, you know, obviously before he's going to give us a ride back to like cell signal, he's got to search us. And I said, no, I don't have anything on me. I totally forgot. I had like 3 knives on me.
Wow.
And he's like pulling them out and pulling more out. And he's like, man, is there something you want to tell me? I was like, listen, they're small. I didn't know they were there. Did you know he called me a weirdo by the time that he went and dropped us off at the gas station?
He got to know you that well?
I know, right? It only takes a few minutes.
Guys, that's Swags. I'm Andy. You're watching Guys Talk Knives, brought to you by Smoky Mountain Knife Works, smkw.com. We are the largest knife store in the world. How about them apples? It's kind of awesome, right?
Those damn apples.
Yes. I can't talk. We still sell lots of knives. Everything we've shown you so far is under 8 inches and a fixed blade. We're going to show you 3 more when we come back. Some big stuff coming up from Tops, Essie, and something special. We're teasing just with that stuff. Guys, go on the website, check these out. Make sure you're liking, sharing, and subscribing to these videos, and following us on the show. Gosh, my mouth is having a problem.
You
can say follow us on
Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, but also go check out our YouTube.
Yes, most definitely. We need more subscribers on YouTube. We need to pump that up.
I mean, come on, if you're not doing it, what are you doing?
Exactly. You know, watch some of this stuff. We're going to take a short break. Golly. We'll be right back with more Guys Talk Knives.
What's up, guys? It's Swags from smkw.com.
Swag!
Hey!
What do you got for us today?
I got a SOG Flash 2.
Nice. That looks like an assisted opening knife.
It is an assisted opening knife. It's also got an arc lock.
Nice.
Yes. Now, this is a great little EDC at a great price. It's only $37.
That's awesome. What kind of blade is it?
It's a 3.4-inch AUS 8 Tanto blade.
Nice. I love a Tanto. Do you like a Tanto?
I like a Tanto. Look how nice that is.
What is it, $37? $37.
So go to smkw.com and check it out.
And we are back with a crazy Swags and more Guys Talk Knives, talking fixed blades and insanity and being called a weirdo, apparently.
It happens.
It does happen. It happens to the best of us.
Absolutely.
You know, you're not having a good day unless somebody calls you a freak at least once, right?
You know, I could say that's true because it does happen pretty often to me.
You know, it's not a bad kind of freak, though. We don't shame anybody on this show, not whatsoever. So if you like sharp and pointy things, you're in the right spot.
And go check out Sharp and Pointy Swags.
There you go. That is your new Instagram address. That is awesome. We're going to get into fixed blades. More of them.
Tops.
Everybody loves a Tops. Tops what?
Yes, everybody does love Tops. The little bugger.
Little bugger. I like that one right there. It's a little bugger.
I hate that voice.
I know you do. That's why I keep doing it. I'm gonna wipe this one off because it's kind of greasy. It's a greasy little bugger.
You greasy hands.
It wasn't me. If I emit that kind of oil from my hands, we've got a problem. We need to see a doctor.
Or you need to quit eating fried
Look
chicken.
here. When this thing came out, we sold the crud out of it. It was gone, and it was gone for a long time, and we just got more of these back in. This little bugger has been a popular knife. I'm going to show it down here. Tell us about the little bugger.
Well, the little bugger is 2.4 inches of 1095 carbon steel. It's a Wharncliffe blade with a tumble finish. It's got the tan canvas Micarta handle slabs with the black liners.
Look at that. Look at that.
Yas. It's also got the coyote tan kydex sheath with the injected molded nylon clip. It's 5.75 inches overall, and it's made in the U.S.
This, guys, to me, is a great little addition to your pack. Right?
I love that little pattern kind of thing going on the front.
The Micarta? Yeah. So when you grind that down and you shape it, it ends up with those patterns in it, which is kind of cool.
So is Micarta kind of like wood, like in a way that it's got all the different layers to it? Is that why whenever you grind it, you get
it's more like Micarta is more like carbon fiber or like, not plexiglass, I can't think, fiberglass.
Okay.
So it starts off as soft sheets, right? So they lay sheet on, and it's epoxy in between until when it's fired or dried, it is one hard sheet.
Gotcha.
But when you do it like this and you begin to grind it off,
that's what I meant. It'll
now
get the
those,
rings kind of
yeah,
like...
yeah.
Okay,
So,
that's cool.
Yeah, you're going to see the grain that comes up from where you've shaved it down. And you can see on this one, as we look at it here again, you can see by that grain, you can tell that that's got contour in the handle. Even though it's this little thing, it still feels really good in your hand. Now, I'm going to say that this year has been the year of the Wharncliffe blade. Am I wrong, Melina?
No.
No. It has been the year of the Wharncliffe, and man, this thing is awesome for that. You get a lot of push power, a lot of piercing power, a lot of chopping power with that little Wharncliffe right there.
I don't know why, but every time you like put it at me like straight like this,
I
always like go, you know, cross-eyed looking right at the blade. It's so pretty because it's got like a perfect little sheen
Well, you can
to
see,
it.
you know, like if you guys look at it right there, if I hold it up like that or I hold it down here, maybe that's
Looking
even
like
better.
Milan.
This is what she sees coming at me, and you can see that this is perfectly ground. I'm gonna
That's
try to
so
get that right at the
cool.
camera. You can see that the grind comes in from this side and from that side into a really nice.
Like a
Tops
very...
knives are
Oh,
sharp.
of course.
Sharp, sharp, sharp. And, of course,
Pointy.
you get the whistle. I have to
Startled
blow
me.
the
I
tops.
wasn't ready for it.
Every Tops knife comes with a survival whistle. I think it's a great little gimmick. It has their stuff on it, but I always have to blow the whistle.
You know, if I had one of those, my boyfriend would confiscate that from me. he'd be like, you are not allowed to have a whistle.
That's because you'd probably be going around the house like, you know,
Of
all day
course.
just blowing the whistle. It's like, hey, Swag's home. Yes, yes, she is.
You know, I have like 5 cats and 4 dogs, so you know I'd be whistling all of them.
Oh my God.
Hey,
Your
you.
cats would eat you in the middle of the night. Tops is made right in the USA. Guys, how much did this cost? I don't think we hit that part of it.
We did not. It is...
On the
How
other
about that?
side.
It's $73.
That's not bad.
No, it's not.
Not bad at all for
Not
a
for that
Tops
quality.
knife. No. I love the little black liners. I think that is just, to me, the addition that Tops has been doing lately that is awesome.
I love whenever knife companies like to add that extra detail to it because it's just like, you know, it's really appealing to the eye, and obviously that's how I pick knives.
There you go. This
I
one-
like them to be really pretty. I like it to have that extra care for it because if
Yes.
you're looking for those details, you know they took extra time for it.
But to me, I think you've stumbled onto something right. When I'm paying $73 for a knife, how much overall was this knife?
It was 5.75 inches overall.
If I'm paying $73 for that, I want to know it has a great grade of steel. I want to know that the craftsmanship has been put in the handles. I want to know that all those details are there. I want to know by that grain that this thing feels good in your hand, that the jimping's been put right in the exact right
Yep.
spot to be able to use this thing. You could sit and feather stick with this, no problem whatsoever. Build your campfire. Use the fire strike right there. And on your flint, and it'd be great. It's just something that could go in any pack and just be fantastic.
You can definitely tell that whenever you pick up this knife that they cared about making this.
Yes.
They took all that extra time into it, and that's what you can appreciate in that.
Absolutely. Let's go on and talk about SC.
Yes.
Hey, and this is one, we've not shown any of these on air at all yet. They're the HM series. Essie, of course, they make the 4, the 3, the 5.
I have the 6.
Sorry, the 6. You do have the 6.
I do have the 6.
Yes. And they've made them with a modern style handle, but now they're starting to make all of these Essies with HM handles, and it is a more traditional handle shape.
Yeah.
People wanted that, and I think these things are going to fly off the shelf. I'm going to hold it down so everyone can see what that really looks like. If you're listening on the podcast, it's an SE3. It's an SE3 HM.
Yes, it is.
Hit the details.
So it's 4 1/8 inch of 1095 carbon steel. It's a drop point blade. It's got the full tank construction, Micarta handles. It's got a 3/16 blade, like thickness.
Yeah.
Excuse me. 8 inches overall. It's also got the kydex sheath, and it's also made in the USA, which is always what we love.
Yes, absolutely. And this one has, of course, it has that epoxy coating on it from Essie, so it's going to protect the carbon steel blade. Treat these nice. This is the knife, though, that Shane always says, Shane Adams from Essie, always tells us that
Hey, Shane.
people start off with a 6, and it's a big knife. Okay, it is a very big knife. They think, oh, I need this big thing for there. And they end up going down, the more experience they have, going down to the smaller SE3. Because they know they're going to, what they have to use an axe for, they know what they need to use a knife for, and this one gets the thing done. Feel how that feels in your hand.
I love this thing. It's got a bigger handle, so you got more room to like kind of spread your fingers out and get all positioned and whatnot. I love Essie's blades. I like this. This is always.
You like that
really
epoxy coating on there?
I do.
Yeah, it's really, really nice. It protects it. It will come off eventually. It will.
You know, I think I like it so much because it reminds me of like a cast iron skillet, and I love my cast iron skillet.
That one, to me, Essie just makes a great knife, and of course, guys, if you abuse the crud out of this thing,
Hey,
No
lifetime warranty.
yeah, no questions asked. Not any questions asked whatsoever on this. You send them back a piece of this that resembles the knife in any shape, form, or fashion, they're going to replace it for you. Made in the USA. I know they've probably got some pretty cool stuff in the works. I'm hoping to be able to see some cool stuff from them at Blade Show, but we don't know yet, right?
We don't know yet, but I'm excited for Blade Show.
Oh, Blade Show's going to be a blast.
It'll be the first time I ever went.
Guys, if you haven't heard, we are still the title sponsors of Blade Show, June 7th through 9th. We're going to let Swags and Melina run around and do the thing. Jason and I are going to be up front. We'll drag her up here in front with us at the Blade Show. It's in Atlanta, Georgia at the Cobb Galleria. And if you've never come to one of these, you've never been to
I've
Blade
never
Show.
been, but I'm so excited to go this year.
Okay, so let me just hit this for half a second because you need to understand. They used to have just one massive, giant room filled with custom makers and all the brands as far as the eye can see. Everybody's showing their new stuff. CRKT, Buck, Case, everybody out there showing all their new
ZT.
stuff to you. ZT, Kershaw, Microtech, all of
Excited.
those things. Benchmade will be there. They usually have Spyderco is right down from the Smoky booth every single year.
Nice.
It is an amazing setup. There used to be only one room. Now they've got 2 giant rooms.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, the show is amazing. It doesn't cost that much to get in. Come down and see us. We're going to have some great giveaways. I can't tell you what they are.
I know what they are, and you want it.
Yeah, we're going to have some amazing giveaways down in Atlanta, June 7th through 9th. Please come to that because we're going to have fun. And we'll see Shane. We'll see Patrick. We'll do all this
Hey,
fun
Patrick.
stuff.
Hey,
with-
Shane. We're going to come see you.
Okay, so we got one more to get through, and it's the special one. It's a teeny tiny, little bitty combat ready. And when we said fixed blades under 8 inches, I couldn't help myself. And John's going to come in here and focus on this. I'm going to keep it up here for Wright just a second and put it down where John can get to it.
Oh, my God. It's so cute.
It's tiny, guys. Okay, so Combat Ready did some tribute, little, I guess you can call this a novelty knife. But
I want to call it a mini sword.
one of the most famous, look at that, guys. And the detail cracks me up at how much it is. Okay, so this was styled off the M1 Garand's bayonet, the M1 bayonet, right? So it looks just like the original bayonet for probably the most famous weapon of World War II was the M1 Garand. It's the one they pop the clip in and they go, when they shoot all, I think it was like 10 shots? I'm not positive how many shots were in a clip, but it makes that bing in every movie you hear when you're watching a World War II movie. They shoot and then you hear that bing.
I'm trying to think how many it was. I actually didn't know.
You
that
knew
one.
that? See, she knows guns more than I do. I'm just going to say it. Hit the specs on this so they know.
So it's 2 7/8 inch 448 clip point blade. It's got the blood groove, full tang, genuine genuine brown stag bone handles. Now it's my turn not to be able to talk.
Apparently.
It's got the stainless steel guard and pommel.
Uh-huh.
Its blade thickness is 1/16 and it's 4.5 inches overall. Can I hold it?
You can in 1 second. I'm gonna keep it right in here. Let me see your paper real quick. Okay, guys, here's the thing about this. They sharpened it. You didn't know that. Her face, I wish we'd had the camera on her face for a second. I'm gonna come back right here. Oh, what? There you go. As if I can get
Let
in
me
the right
tear
spot.
something up.
It is sharpened. They come sharp because I cut myself on them when we first got them in.
Is there anything that goes on it? Because this looks like it could go on my keychain too.
I mean, you could have a little miniature M1 Garand, right?
Well, I have a mini hammer.
I know
Mini
you got a
sword, mini hammer. What else could I need? I can knock someone out and cut them too.
What's funny is we sell these in a box that is a collector's box too, and that box looks like a like a World War II shipment. It looks like the wooden,
Oh,
right? It's a magnetic class box, but it ends up looking like a thing. You want to talk about the perfect letter opener? Put that right on anything. If you had a little mini M1 Garand, if you had a GI Joe,
your Barbie could have the coolest battles.
your Barbie could have some battles with that little knife.
Let's see. I'm gonna test out your theory being letter. Oh,
Yeah.
there's a letter opener.
Yes, it would be a great letter opener. And of course, it's 448 stainless steel, so you could sharpen it even more if you wanted to. If you're one of those guys who's sharpening every knife in the house, including the butter knives, that could be really, really sharp too.
You know, I must know someone like that because I have a friend go over there use their butter knife, and I actually cut my finger on it. I was like, "Excuse me."
Yeah. Some people get a little obsessed when they get a sharpening bug. That's
It
genuine bone as well.
Yeah, that's insane how much detail went into this tiny little thing.
Yeah, and if you go on the site and you look up these minis like this, there are several different ones.
And the blood groove.
Yeah, it's got the fuller and the blood groove. Yeah, it's all nice. I love this. She calls it the blood groove. I call it the fuller.
What's
She's
that
all about the
blood
blood groove.
What up? Whoa, whoa.
Oh, God. Guys, that is the Combat Ready M1 bayonet. And it is only $10.
I dig it.
$10.
I like
for
the name
perfect little letter
bayonet.
opener. Yeah.
You say
Bayonet.
letter opener. I say ant war.
That is hilarious. That is all the fixed blades we have. What was your favorite thing we looked at today?
Okay, so this, obviously.
Obviously, that's the special one.
In second, I really liked, which one was it? Was it the LT Wright?
Oh, the LT Wright. Yeah.
Yes.
It's purty.
It is pretty. It's
Yeah,
just.
you hang on to that one.
I would like such polar opposites.
Oh, come on. $115, you get them both. Have them both right there,
Pull
the
the
LT
fly
Wright.
out.
I am going to say that on the table, I don't know why Condor wins my heart like they do, but I just like this little Unagi. I just think it's pretty. Made in El Salvador. It just, to me, if I needed to carry something fixed blade on my belt, this would be it. It's like that burden trout that you like so much. From
I do love
CRKT.
that burn trout so much.
Yeah.
I would carry that every day. That's probably the fixed blade I would carry every single day.
And this one was oily too.
Look, you need to go wash your hands.
Before I go wash my hands, I will remind you that we are brought to you by Smoky Mountain Knife Works, smkw.com. Guys, like, share, and subscribe to this channel. Please, get us out there. Get us in front of people. If you're not following us on Facebook, you're missing 99.2 thousand of your closest friends that love to talk about sharp and pointy things.
Closest friends.
99.2 thousand people we have on Facebook. Probably more than that as this actually airs. But follow us on Facebook. We do a giveaway there. Follow us on Instagram. We do a giveaway there. Follow us on Twitter. You'll get the latest news from all over the place right on Twitter. Follow us on and subscribe to YouTube. That is right. Guys, this has been another episode of Guys Talk Knives.
Bye.
See ya.